Hello, my name is Mel Philbrook, and I would like to welcome you to another session of Tech Talk brought to you by Frontier Precision. In this session, we will show you how to create a dial profile in VRS survey style for use with a TSC2 running survey controller 12X. In Survey Controller, you need to go over to Configuration menu, drop down to where and select Dial Profiles, and press the New soft key to create a new dial profile. Under the dial profile name, give it a name that has meaning to you. In this case, we will just type VRS. Under profile type, you need to select Internet Rover. Under the network connection, you'll need to type in local host, all in lowercase. So one word, local host, and then hit Tab or Enter. You'll get this message that says a network connection does not exist, but just click OK through it. There's nothing needed in the modem pin, and then under APN, if you right arrow, you need to select None. You can see in the bottom right hand corner this is page 1 of 3, and so now I'm on page 2 of 3. The use ntrip is necessary if you're using ntrip, or you can unselect ntrip and to use an access point that's non-ntripped. This particular dial profile is ntrip, so I'm going to make sure that I've chosen ntrip. And then the next selection that's necessary is to make sure you check box on Connect directly to mount point, that it is checked. If you know the mount point name, you can enter it directly here. For example, if it was an RTCM version 3X or CMR mount point, you could type it in directly. In this case, if you leave it question mark, it will automatically fill that in for you. The ntrip name is your ntrip username, and in this case I'm typing in ours. And now we need to go down to page 3 of 3. Under the ntrip password, key in the correct credentials or password to be able to have access to that ntrip. And I'll type mine in. Under the IP, that is the IP access point for the VRS site. In this case, I'm typing in ours. You can also type in an alias. Under the IP port, we're using standard 2101. And under the connection type, these are the connection types, but you'll leave it set to GPRS. I'm just going to double check our settings here, and then you would just click in the bottom right hand corner Store to store that dial profile. It looks like all the settings are correct, double checked. So again, in the bottom right hand corner, you just need to click on Store. It will give you one last warning that the network connection doesn't exist, and just press OK. You now can hit the Escape key to escape out. And we'll now transition under Configuration, Survey Styles to create the proper survey style to be used with this dial profile. Under Configurations, drop down to Survey Styles. I'm going to go hit the New soft key to create a new survey style That's for VRS. You would give it the proper name. In this case, we're just going to call this also VRS. And since the survey type is GNSS, that's correct. Under the rover options, you would highlight and click Edit. The survey type is going to be RTK. Under the broadcast format, it's important to make sure you choose the correct VRS flavor. In this case, we will be using VRS CMR. Some of you might be using VRS RTCM. I'm going to store position as vectors, but this is where you could also select to store as positions. Make sure you choose the correct antenna height, your measurement method, and also key in your antenna height. We're using a fixed height 2-meter pole, so everything is good there. I'm making sure that I have my proper GLONASS and GPS turned on. Now I need to go and edit the rover radio. The rover radio is defaulted to Trimble internal. I need to now go to the bottom on my list and choose internet connection. Once you choose internet connection, you now see the dial profile is selectable, and I'm going to choose the dial profile I just created and click in the bottom right hand corner accept. I'll explain what the prompt for dial network profile is about further in this video. I'm just going to check under topo point to auto store after my required number of measurements. And again, after I make that auto store point checked, I'll just hit accept in the bottom right hand corner. I now just need to store this survey style by hitting the store soft key. Once I hit the store soft key, we're able to now go outside and conduct the a live survey test on this survey style and the dial profile just created. You now see that I'm outside tracking 18 satellites, and under survey I need to go down and highlight the new survey style created, which is called VRS, and just click on measure points to start my survey. Once I've done that, it'll build the source list, and that obviously is showing that the dial profile does have the proper credentials and the settings, and I'm going hot on using VRS on this survey style. Initialization's been gained that fast. I could escape. What I'm going to show you that if I could go over configuration after I end the survey style here, or survey. I won't power down my receiver, but I'm going over to go to configuration and survey style, and I'm going to edit the rover. I'm going to edit that survey style and go back to editing the rover radio, and now prompt for the profile, and click accept and click on store to save those changes. I'm now going to go back to survey and measure points and see and show you what the value of that is. So choose my proper survey style again, and then measure points, and now you notice that the dial profile would prompt. So if you had several different dial profiles for different regions, you would be able to select the correct one. Again, it established connection, it established credentials, and logs me in and allows me to start surveying. This session was a quick session on showing you how to create a dial profile properly, how to create a survey style necessary for VRS, and that's the end of this Tech Talk session.